Rohtas Fort, the genius of a formidable founder of the short-lived Sood dynasty, Sher Shah Suri. The only Afghan ruler who challenged the might of the great Mughals and almost put an end to their dynasty before it could even take off. With his defeated Mughal rival Humayun on the loose and the looming threat from the local Mughal supporters, the Gakhar tribes, controlling the quickest route to Delhi, Sher Shah in 1541 laid the foundation to the largest deterrent military forts in South Asia. Strategically built over a 4-kilometer circumference on a mountainous defile overlooking the Kahan River, on a hill about 300 feet above its surroundings, the fort, with its 12 gates and massive 50 feet high walls and 72 bastions, was designed to be almost impregnable. Constructed from sandstone, lime and brick, the battlements in the walls, the most impressive of which is a massive fortification composed of 3 terraces, ideal for keeping the enemy at bay, with muskets or vats of boiling oil poured on anyone brave enough to try breaching the ramparts. Their construction is not only one of impregnability, but also sustainability, in case the fort was ever besieged, and hence they also contain recesses for the storage of weapons and foodstuff and rest areas for the soldiers. The gates constructed at strategic points have variable designs and names. Some are named after the places they point to, such as the Kashmiri and Kabli gates. The design of others, such as the Langar Khani, where the fort's kitchens were sited, revealed the emperor's obsession with security. This is further underlined by the 3 Baolis within the walls of the fort, a series of stepped wells for drawing water to survive a siege. The most formidable of the Baolis within the fort, with 148 steps, is cut deep and dangerously with the upper portion built in stone. The Shahi Mosque, small yet beautiful, lies near the Kabli gate, embedded discreetly in the walls of the fort. It has 3 arches and is domed from the inside rather than the outside, with holy scriptures on merlins and mihrabs. The entrance to the fort is through the Khwas Khani gate, named after Sher Shah's most trusted commanders. Although imposing and almost threatening, there are elements within their design that reflect a more prosaic attitude to the enterprise, with inscriptions in Naqsh script honoring the emperor, such as seen on the Shishi and the Talaki gates. The link between the citadel and the main fort is a double-gated structure with an imposing pavilion at the top resembling a Hindu chhatri or umbrella. Named after the saint Shah Chandwali in return for his unpaid services as a labourer, the saint is also buried here where he died whilst working on the gate. Built high up at strategic point is the Phasi Guard, an emphatic warning to rebels and criminals. What is striking about the fort is the successful mixing of architectural styles, a blend of Turkish and Indian, with later Mughal, Durrani and Sikh adaptation, with the austere Afghan style given more prominence. The later additions such as the Haveli Man Singh and the Rani Mahal, built by Humayun's famed commander Man Singh after the fort's recapture, reflect a classic mix of Rajput and Mughal style. In the near vicinity of Kashmir Gate, the Sikhs left their imprint in the form of the Mata Sahib Kaurji, named to honour the 3rd wife of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who was supposedly born in the village of Rohtas. Rohtas Fort is easy to get to from Islamabad and Lahore via the dual carriageway or the GT, the Grand Trunk Road. Rohtas Fort is an exceptional example of the Muslim military architecture of Central and South Asia, which blends architectural and artistic traditions from Turkey and the South Asia to create a model for future Mughal architecture and its subsequent refinements and adaptations.